Guys, I'm here today to do my review for Pretty Things by Virginie de Despont. This is so embarrassing. Hey guys, I'm here today to do my my review for the indie press project that I was supposed to have uploaded on the 31st of March. Sorry, y'all. So for March, we read books by Feminist Press, which I think I'd only read one book from previously, but for the month of March, which I read at the beginning of April, shocker, I read Pretty Things by Virginie Despont, according to the internet. I'm sorry for my pronunciation, but we're just going to go with it. I'm not going to say it again. So this is the book that I read, and it's translated by Emma Ramadan, and this was wild. So I think her book, Vernon's Subutext or something like that, it was on the Man Booker International Prize like 2 years ago, volume 1 was, and I've got it somewhere unread. So when I saw that she had other books that were in the Feminist Press catalog, I was like, okay, I'll just pick one of those because I know this is an author that I would like to try, and for some reason I trust her. I don't know why, since I haven't read anything by her, but yeah, this book was really good. So I will say that if you do not like to read about vulgar things, don't read this book. There is a lot of bad language, and there's a lot of like vulgarity with regards to like sexual acts and stuff like that. So that is a thing, and I know that really turns some people off when they're reading books. I don't really care, so it was fine. It was really sad. So the main plot of this book is that there's two twins, as you can see, and one of them is like the girl that dresses to get all the attention, and she's really, you know, popular, and she wants like all the men to look at her kind of thing. And the other one like has no interest in any of that. She's kind of really angry and is bitter because, you know, every boyfriend that she's had basically cheats on her with her twin sister, and so she has a lot of like rage basically inside of her, and so the I'm gonna say the pretty one. That's not fair because they're both pretty, but the more outgoing one, I guess, the outgoing one, wants to become a famous singer, but she has no singing voice. But the one that's really angry and introverted more, she's not really an introvert. You guys get it. She has a great singing voice. So what the outgoing sister, I wish I could remember what their names are. Oh, it's Claudine and Pauline, I think. I think that's it. I wish I could see someone's name in here somewhere. Pauline, yeah. So Claudine is the more like conventional girl, and then Pauline is the angry girl. So Claudine enlists her sister to record vocals. So basically Claudine is going to be the face of the operation, and Pauline is going to be just the vocals. But there's like a night that she has to go do a concert, so obviously Pauline has to go, and they go with their friend Nicholas, who's like going to be the producer kind of guy. And so Pauline and Nicholas go, and then when they come back, Claudine has killed herself. So in some kind of fit of unwell being, I guess, Pauline decides to take over her sister's life. So she is like, oh, you know, this is my apartment. My sister was visiting from out of town. She must have been angry, whatever. So you basically see Pauline get to know who her sister really truly is by embodying her and by being her. And that's like the plot of the book. There's a lot more interesting things that are happening in this book, though. It has a lot to do with how women use their bodies, how other people perceive women and their bodies, how your childhood can have a huge impact. There's a lot of flashbacks to them growing up and like their father's favoritism and how that impacted them, and the mother kind of had similar proclivities as the father, but it was more kind of like a subservient kind of thing where the father had these like ideas, and so the mom just kind of like went along with it and, you know, was favoring whichever sister based on the dad's mood because, you know, she wants the dad to be happy. So I thought that was really interesting too. This book did not make me feel great. So if you also are the type of person that needs to read a book that makes you feel like warm and fuzzy, don't read this book because it is not for you. This is for people that like things that are darker. I hate the word, but edgier. You know, it's really deep and really meaningful, but there is that like surface level of extreme vulgarity that will put people off, I think. So I would recommend it. It kind of left me feeling, I don't know if you've seen the movie Requiem for a Dream. It kind of left me feeling at the end like how that made me feel, which was not great. But I'm definitely going to read everything that this author has come out with after reading this. Well, I say that. I usually, after the second book is when I decide that, because sometimes not all the books are going to be great. But based on this, I want to read more of her works. I think that this was fantastic. Again, a really meaningful conversation about how women's bodies just are in the world, and how women, perceive other people's viewing of their bodies, and how that then makes them think about their own bodies. And it's kind of like this horrible cycle of garbage where, it kind of spirals out of control. And I think it's really interesting. So yeah, I would recommend, again, as long as you're okay with lots of dirty things in your books, pretty things. So thank you for watching. I will again link, I don't think I said it this video, but I will link below. I'm trying to do a playlist of all of the videos that we've posted collectively. Doris is participating, Lori is participating, Bree is participating, and Jenny is participating. So I will link all of the information below for all the other people. And if you want to join, let me know. This month we're reading an NYRB book, and I feel like those are, a dozen a minute or whatever. Everyone's got one of those at home, I think. All right, I'll see you guys later.